It surprised me when they started dancing together.
Who danced? Obadiah and Tony Stark? That was a great scene.
Back for the Super Movie Show.
Yeah.
Super movie show.
Part 2 of episode 1. We're reviewing the second half of Iron Man.
So last time you said you thought some things were going to happen. Do you remember what those were?
I thought Obadiah was gonna turn against Iron Man, and he actually, it turns out he was the entire time. Spoiler alert! The entire time he was making those bad guys. He was telling them to kidnap Iron Man and it was his fault that they could use all the weapons from Stark Industries.
Yeah, he was secretly selling them Stark weapons, and he was the one who told them to capture Tony Stark all along.
I wonder why he wanted to in the first place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think?
Like, we kind of found out in the second part, but that was because of him, of Iron Man. Why do you think he wanted to before that?
What do you guys think he
I don't
wanted
know. I have
Tony
no
Stark
clue.
out of the picture? So when Tony Stark's parents died,
His dad gave the company to Obadiah.
Obadiah watched the company until Tony Stark became old enough at age 21.
Yeah.
So do you think Obadiah liked being in charge?
Oh.
Did he like
He
it?
was like, darn, now that you're old enough, I ought to be killing you.
Yeah. But why do you think he might have waited so long to take Tony Stark out of the picture?
Oh yeah, he's been in it for
Because he's been in charge for a while. What do you think that is?
I don't know. Why do you think?
He said something at one point when he finally revealed that he was evil and did want Tony Stark dead. He said he was worried that he'd killed the golden goose.
What?
And do you know about the golden goose story?
You mean the weird goose who lays golden eggs?
Yeah.
No,
So
I've never heard of that.
So there's an old fairy tale about
He wanted to wait for him to build some other weapons and stuff so that he could use them against him.
Exactly. Because what happens if you kill the goose that lays golden eggs for you every day?
No more eggs.
No more eggs. So that was kind of his problem, was he wanted to be in charge, but he also...
So he was waiting for him to make really good high-tech weapons.
Apparently.
And he probably and I guess he obviously wasn't planning for him to make that little miniature version of the thing that powers the whole thing.
Yep.
To do that.
Yeah.
But he was like, hey, might as well.
Yep. Yeah.
And then, so I remember he took the thing out
Oh
of
yeah,
him.
he took it from him
And then
for
he-
a robot.
The chest piece that powered him
he
and
changed.
kept him alive.
He changed the original Iron Man suit.
And he put the original. He put the thing on his chest, and the original Iron Man.
But he
suit.
upgraded it a whole lot to be about the size of the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, it's about the size of the Hulkbuster, but
About.
we don't know about the Hulkbuster yet, because he's not in these. We don't even know about the Hulk yet.
That's technically true.
Were there any surprises during the second part of the movie? Anything that surprised you?
It surprised me when they started dancing together.
Who danced? Obadiah and Tony Stark? That was a great scene.
No, Tony
Pepper
Stark
and
Pepper Potts.
Pepper Pot and Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Pepper.
Why did that surprise you?
Because they're just assistants.
She's the assistant of him, and they were dancing.
Yeah.
They were dancing.
And it looked like they were about to smooch after.
They did look
They
like
actually
that.
were about to.
Yeah.
But then they're like, I need a drink.
Yeah. That's true. Why do you think they stopped? Why didn't they go in for the smoochie?
Because it was weird. They're just partners.
They're just partners. They work
More
together.
like Pepper works for Tony.
Yeah, Pepper worked for Tony, and she was smart. She didn't want to be, because he's, kind of like we talked about last time, how he's a little bit careless. Well, he was careless with people too, and he was.
Oh yeah, about her birthday.
Yeah, well, he was careless about that, and he was also. They indicated that he kind of just would kind of be into a girl maybe, and then just leave her alone and not really care about her feelings.
Oh, I do remember that one part where that girl was like, "Hey, remember me?" He was like, "Not at all."
Yep. Yeah. As guys, it's really important that we always show women that we respect them and don't be careless, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. So, do you think he was still careless at the end of the movie, or do you think there was any change?
No, that's a change.
What makes you think that maybe there was a change?
He changed into.
I don't know.
I don't have
You don't know.
anything.
Well, I think there was some character change, and we didn't get to see it all the way. But I think him realizing that Pepper Potts was a really great person to have around, and kind of starting to fall in love with her a little bit, and maybe see her as not just his assistant that he can use whenever needed, but as a human being that's worth respecting. That was kind of a sign to us that, okay, his character is changing, and he's not being careless in that way as much either.
I know what the scariest part was.
What's the scariest part?
In the second half.
What's that?
When he paralyzed him and then just yanked out.
Who paralyzed who?
Oh yeah, Obadiah paralyzed Tony with that thingy that he puts up to his ear.
Yeah, some
and
kind of
then
weird audio sound.
yanked out the
Chest piece?
Yeah.
And
And then he was just like, and then eventually the paralyzing thing stopped. So yeah. And Pepper sent him a gift of the old heart.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, thank goodness, and crawled over there.
And then he couldn't grab it.
And then the robot,
So then the robot
grabbed
gave it
for
to
And then
him.
he
Yeah.
broke the glass that it was in.
And then he put him in.
put it
Yeah.
out.
And then I remember
Was that the
other
scariest part for you, Connor, or
Yeah,
was there
and
another
then,
scary part for you?
The guy, Obadiah paralyzed the guy with the big blood.
The terrorist?
Oh, remember that other guy came and he saw him fly away and he was like, dang, that's a cool suit. And he saw the other silver one. He was like, maybe next time.
That was, I think it was Colonel, I think he's a Colonel.
Yeah, he saw
Colonel Rhodes, who's Tony's friend.
He saw the second suit that he made.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, maybe next time.
Yeah. That's true.
That was the funny part.
So, how did Tony change by the end of the movie compared to where he started?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He was careful and actually smart about not just so remember that thing where it was last time we were talking about don't sell weapons to terrorists?
Yeah.
He wasn't even selling the weapons to terrorists.
He didn't even
You
make
can't
one.
blame him for being careless about that specifically.
Right.
It was Obadiah who was doing that.
Right. And we knew that he wasn't directly selling the weapons to terrorists, but at the beginning he kind of just didn't care that much about what was happening with the weapons as long as he was making money.
Yeah, Obadiah was selling them directly to the terrorists.
And by the end, he wanted to stop making weapons to sell.
Yeah.
But did he stop making weapons all the way?
No, because he made the Iron Man.
Because the Iron Man suit kind of has some weapons on it. But he wanted...
It had that little tiny bullet-sized missile that made the entire tank explode.
Yeah.
Remember?
So he kind of wanted... He wanted to make sure that the weapons were under control and not just available to anyone.
Yeah, and he wasn't selling them anymore. He was keeping that one Iron Man suit.
Yep.
Although he does have the second one.
So, were there any new themes that came up during the second half?
I remember a part.
What's that?
The chills.
The chills?
Gives you the chills. is a theme.
You mean when he goes up to really
Or-
high in the atmosphere and then starts to freeze, or
Not
something else?
literally.
Oh,
Like, ooh, creepy.
Oh, that's a
Remember that
stick-
computer
more-
scene where
yeah.
she was like researching and then Obadiah just came and was like walking along,
There's-
casually talks to her, looks at the computer,
yeah,
but then like just in time she sets it to the screensaver.
yeah,
But then as she's leaving, he finds out what she was doing on the computer.
yeah.
Those scenes that they do are suspenseful.
Very suspenseful.
Like they do that in a lot of movies
Mhm.
with the computer.
Connor, what was your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite is probably all the battling where there's the one and then the giant
Oh yeah, where Obadiah's Iron Man suit.
and then the other one and they were battling in the air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. How about you, Mason? What was your favorite?
Yeah, when Obadiah and Tony Stark were fighting in their really cool suits. Especially when, like, Tony Stark thought that Obadiah was gone, so he was, like, about to take off his suit.
Mm-hmm.
And he got his hand part off, so he had to fight with one bare hand.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a second.
Yeah, that was fun.
That part was epic.
What about at the very end of the movie? Did it surprise you before the credits? Did it?
Oh.
Was there a surprise there for you guys
Oh.
No, like I don't
No.
remember the end.
when Tony Stark was in front of the press? He had another press conference, and then he was supposed to stick to some cards. But what did he do instead?
Oh yeah, he was talking about I am definitely not a superhero.
But then what did he say?
Okay, I'm Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I heard that part wasn't in the script, and that actually he just kind of improvised. Do you know what improvise means?
Not.
No?
It means to
No.
make
Wait, what
something
do you-
up as you go along.
Wait, what do you mean you heard that it wasn't in the script?
I don't remember where I heard it. I think I read it in an article or something that wasn't actually a line he was supposed to say where he admits that he's Iron Man. He just kind of threw that in while they were filming, and they
He's like-
decided to keep it. Isn't that interesting?
Wait, what, like, in the actual movie, like, the actor wasn't supposed to say that?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. It's funny, huh?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I thought you meant, like, in the movie, Tony Stark wasn't supposed to say that on the card.
Oh,
thing.
no. No, the
Oh.
actor
I
wasn't
was
really.
like, well,
it wasn't in the
of course he
script.
probably
Well,
wasn't.
what was he actually supposed to say?
I think he was supposed to stick to the cards or something, and just say that it was this this other thing, or Iron Man is just a prototype
Oh,
or a
so-
bodyguard or someone else.
Oh,
It's not
so
me.
the end of the movie was actually different from how it was supposed to be.
Apparently,
Where did you read that?
I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. It could be completely made up, but I'll have to double check.
Well, that is a cool fact if it is true.
Yep, it sure is.
Yeah.
So after that,
the
then
very end.
then
Oh,
the
yes.
very end, what
He's
happened?
just, he's just at his house,
And then,
and
a
then
guy was
the voice, the robot voice says "welcome," but then it like cuts out and goes low pitch,
Yeah.
and then he sees Nick Fury.
Yep.
Yeah, he sees Nick Fury in his house, and he's like, "I'm inviting you to a thing that Shield is doing."
What is that thing called? Do you remember, Connor?
Hold on. No, I forget.
He said, I want to talk to you about something called the Avengers Initiative. Dun dun dun. What do you think he's talking about there?
like
He's-
a battle about Avengers.
Like testing him to see if he's worthy of the Avengers.
Or just maybe trying to get him to join?
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant.
Avengers. Yeah.
I was
Cool.
doing. Yeah.
So, what do you think is going to happen next?
I think
Next
that
is
he's
gonna be
gonna go to the big Avengers building.
And
Maybe.
he's gonna be like in Shield. In Iron Man 2, he's gonna go to Shield. The other guy's gonna get to try out the Silver Iron Man suit.
Colonel Rhodey?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I also think that he's gonna be part of the Avengers.
So, do you guys know what the next movie is?
Iron Man 2.
Not yet.
What?
Incredible Hulk is the next one.
Hulk. Oh, we're just straight up going to the next.
We're going
Next
in
Avenger.
order. Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen in The Incredible Hulk.
I think that. I remember. A type of blood fell in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
milk-
and then he like
a milk
drank it,
bottle.
and it was like.
And then he turned into Hulk.
It's
Is
been
that
a
the
while.
right movie? 'Cause
I
that
don't think it
is
happens quite like that, but yeah, you're remembering
It's
some
been a
scenes
while
from the
since
next
we've
movie.
seen that.
Yeah, so we'll
I
see
don't-
that
I
again
don't
with
remember
fresh
where
eyes.
the blood came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, I
Hulk-
guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah, Hulk is a scientist guy, right?
Yep, and do you guys remember? Did you guys see the Stan Lee cameo?
No.
No.
He was at a party that Tony Stark went to, and he tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned around, and that was Stan Lee. Connor, you look like you're losing it. You're losing it. All right, guys. Well, that's all for this episode. Say goodbye, and we'll
Bye.
catch you next time.
See ya on
Bye.
the Cowboys Super Movie Show.
Super movie show for sure.
Yeah, Super
Yeah.
Movie Show.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.